years old.
That's so sad.
Sister Mary, you ready?
I don't know.
Sister Mary Williams, the grandmother of
I have heard so many stories today that have just saddened me, and my heart goes out to each family member. But I feel your pain. My grandson is 31, he's Bursey. It just came down to, was his grandfather's birthday. He came down, he called me at 8:17. He was killed at 8:30. When he called me, I told him I couldn't talk because it was a dark shadow came over me. I said, I'll call you back, or you can call me back. And at 8:30, they called me and said he had been shot. And when I went to the hospital, and mind you, Keith was not driving. He was a passenger in the car with his girlfriend. I could see the video because they have not given me the video, but I was blessed enough. They took the video from Sam's liquor store. They brought it back. And when they brought it back, they called me from Sam's liquor store, and I rushed up there because I was already in LA. And I was sitting there watching it when Detective Roger called and said, we made a mistake and gave you the video back. We're going to have that video box, but we have bought you a new one. And we're on our way to get it. But I was lucky enough to see the car coming up Slauson eastbound, the SUV my grandson was riding in. The police came up Bryanhurst, swooped in the liquor store, came around the front of the car, because they were backing in, and came to the driver's side. And I was told, he asked, what's going on? And the girl said, we came to get some liquor. Is that okay? And they said, yeah. So he walks up, the driver of the car walks up to the car, and he said, what's that in the back seat? And the kid that was in the back said, that's a marijuana container. I have a card, you want to see it? He said, no. He walks up to the door and said, get out. So the guy got out, and as he was handcuffing him at the back of I have the video from the barber shop. As he was handcuffing him, laying on the ground at the back of the SUV, the other officer was standing to the side, watching, for him. And he said, Keith said, that is really effed up. He said, what did you say? He said, I was talking to my girl. He said, I said, what did you say? Get out. Well, Keith couldn't get out fast because Keith had got shot in his leg, his femur, on April 27th. He stayed in California hospital, and he was to have his staples removed on June 13th. But he got killed on June 10th, so he had limited motion. And when they shot him, you could see his partner. His partner came up, and he was like, he didn't know that Charles L. Comlander was going to shoot anybody. So he went back to the station, and always is the blue coat of the silent blue line. It's not silent, because he went back and he talked to his superiors, and he said he had a smart mouth, and I think I have had some run-ins with him before. Beck had the nerve to put in the paper at the first press conference that Keith was a known gang member and had been a gang member for years. That was a lie. When I have been asking for that video. We sent a letter to the city attorney 2 weeks after Keith was killed. We sent a letter to the city attorney asking them for the video and asking them not to tamper with it. On October 6, 2016, Charlie Beck put a statement in the paper saying families will no longer see the videos because once they take them from the business, if the video does not belong to the police department, it belongs to the business. So I went to the commission meeting and I said to them, the video belongs to you. That box belongs to you because you bought a new box and swapped it out. And Roger was the one called. Charles Comlander has been on that department 3 years when he killed my son, making $75,000 a year. My husband retired from that very same station, but they don't know who my husband is, and they don't know who Keith's grandfather is. They called me, Ruth Ann from the mayor's office called me, because I went to the Attorney General asking for the video. I went to, and at that time, my complaint was stamped on August 9th at Kamala Harris' office. They put it aside. So I had to go to Deborah Bain in Sacramento, who is Attorney General up there. At that time, the week after, Ruth Ann from the mayor's office called me and said, can you come down and talk to us? We will like to talk to you. And I said, no, I will not come down and talk to you. I can't trust you. You could do anything and say I did something and lock me up. I can't trust you. You killed my firstborn grandson. He wasn't armed. He had just got to town. He was not driving, he was not running, and he was killed 1 month and 1 day after my oldest son passed away. I had to bury him, because I raised him. I had to bury him on top of his mother, who passed away. So that has been one of the hardest things for me to do. When I visit the graves, and I do, I have to put flowers on his grave and his mother's grave in each cup. And I'm still asking for the video. As of yesterday, they had not given up the video, and they sent some more discovery down, and they're asking for it. So I just need to keep struggling. I need you guys' prayers. I need your support to make sure I get justice.
That's right.
Jackie Lacey, it's a shame. She went to the same high school Keith's mother did. She knows what we go through. She graduated from Bursey High School. We have a scholarship over there for Keith's mother. And for her to have been in agreement and not prosecute these policemen is wrong. She have a family, she have children, and I'm sure she should have a soul. Thank you.
I think we have just one more family left.